Grass is over for another year. We've been, we've conquered, and we've recovered. It is now but a distant memory. But whether you made it to North Byron Parklands or not, we're taking you back in time to spend 3 days at one of Australia's most beloved festivals. Celebrating its 13th birthday, Splendour moved to a brand new location this year and had one massive housewarming party. With a new home comes a bigger space, huge lineup, and more to do on ground than ever before. We'll be taking you around the new venue, partying with the people, and learning a few tips about making the most of the festival over the next few days. Plus, as always, we're interviewing the biggest acts on the bill and bringing you backstage access, festival goss, and everything else this freaking rad festival has to offer. This is Splendour in the Grass 2013.
Stuck in Speed Bump City, where the only thing that's pretty is the thought of getting out.
It seems like not too long ago that we travelled to Belongil Fields for 2012 Splendour in the Grass, but it's already time for me, Carissa and Marty to wake up at some ungodly hour and hit the road for Splendour 2013.
In this troubled town, troubles I found.
So Lana was your highlight last year?
Lana was my highlight because not only did I interview her, but we also saw her badge.
I think musically last year, Block Party were so much fun. Yeah.
I really loved having a chat to Kim Bright, how much I loved her.
We've got a long list of interviews to get through today. Carissa will be chatting to Robert DeLong and Matt Corby, and I'll be interviewing Deep Valley, Haim, and I can't believe it, TV on the radio. Seriously, my all-time, most favourite, no one compares, most important, best band ever.
TV on the radio, I'm interviewing them today. Oh no, I'm so scared.
Who's coming with me to see Matt Corby?
I'll come.
Phil?
I'll definitely come. No.
It's a half-hour drive from Gold Coast Airport out to the new site.
Marty arrives outside Splendour gates wearing an inappropriate outfit. That's impossible.
Splendour has had a couple of venue changes over the years, but it has finally landed in what has always been the dream home for festival organisers, North Byron Parklands.
It's been a long road, and ideally Byron Bay is our home, and getting this particular venue up and improved has been 7 long years, and for a while we needed to go to Queensland to develop the show and get it to the point that it is here, and introduce it to Parklands in the way that we wanted to.
We'll take a look around the new festival grounds a bit later, but backstage our set has been built and we're on standby for artists to start arriving. It's time to get into interview mode.
Are you recording?
Yes.
Asking if they're recording is step one of the interview. But then there's the stuff that happens before that stage, like preparation, etc. And other things you might not know about. I pace for every single interview until the moment the band comes and sits down and I'm like, oh my God. Sugar.
Garage rock duo Deep Valley are the first band due on set. They're a real buzz band at the moment, so there was high expectation and they definitely delivered on stage. Fresh off the stage, they came over to the media hub for the old back and forth.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you guys again. Of course, we just saw you up on that stage. How's it feel now that you've come off the stage? What's the feeling?
I feel really good. Yeah, I feel really good. It's good here. It's good vibes.
It's kind of like, it's like how you feel post-workout, you know?
I actually don't work out. From an outsider looking in, from looking at the bubble from afar, I see that you two have a genuine love for one another, and that really translates in the fun it seems to have. Is it just one big fun ride for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, unless we're grumpy.
We get grumpy and grouchy. I get like hostile and quiet, but I think
When we're grumpy, we just get quiet. We don't like fight. We just
but humor is like
recoil.
a big part of our lives all the time.
It is. Julie doesn't really laugh at my jokes though, but I laugh at hers.
Sometimes I do. I don't. When do you make jokes?
was the grumpiness or conflict prevalent in the recording of Sistrionics?
The grumpiness.
Was it all happy sailing, or were there moments where you two actually wanted to kill each other?
It was definitely not all happy sailing.
Well, it wasn't kill each other. It was.
I don't know. Well, there were different things we wanted to kill.
I cried once during the recording of the album, but it wasn't about the album. It was about a music video we were making and a shot I didn't like in the video that I wanted taken out.
Did you get your way in the end?
Kind
That
of.
wasn't even the album. You did. You got your way.
Kind of.
Well, look, as a fan, I think the imperfections always make a rock and roll album anyway. We don't want someone who's like Adele hitting these notes. You want raw energy, we want tantrums, and we really love the end result. So thanks very much for your time and all the best on
Thank
this
you
tour.
so much.
I like your tattoo. Will you lift your sleeve up?
It's March.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, see, Mum? Rockstars think I'm pretty cool. Carusa's first interview was with another fresh act who's been getting a lot of traction this year, Robert DeLong. And it wasn't DeLong before word got out that he was coming our way.
He's round.
He's over there. And he's got the name.
Don't say that, you just make me nervous.
No, he's got the face.
It's got the X. Marks the spot.
No, it looks like a squiggle.
No, it's an X.
But I've seen it.
Well, it's an X.
That, my friends, is a squiggle. Right again. We'd all been wondering why he does the face paint thing, and the reason for it turned out to be quite sweet.
It was my girlfriend. She started kind of doing face painting at my shows early on because her and her friends would always go to raves and stuff with their faces painted up, and they'd show up at my shows that way. And it kind of grew into this thing. And I gave her my headphones one time. She painted a symbol on it, which turned into the X, and that's kind of where it came from.
Our brain is seeing squares.
Now, we're loving the track Global Concepts. It's one of those tracks that you cannot sit still to. I think you did that on purpose because A, you can dance, and B, you want everyone else to get up and dance.
That's right. I mean, that was kind of I can't dance that well personally.
Yes, you can. That's what I'm giving you a compliment here. I've seen you dancing.
You see me dancing,
and
jumping
you can
around?
dance too. You can add that onto your resume.
Okay, cool.
Tell us about that song and how you're going to translate that live today.
Yeah, I mean, that one's a fun one. I obviously played timbale on it, which is kind of the featured instrument, and then it's singing. There's knobs and there's joystick and there's a drum set, and then a bunch of like MIDI controllers and Wii remotes and game pads and keyboards.
You have to talk to us. Tell us about the Wii controllers and the gaming things. But tell us about that. I mean, I'm no tech savvy girl, but I hear that's a little tricky.
Yeah, I mean, it's I have it connected to my computer, and I use them as MIDI controllers, which basically I can just control any sounds I want on my computer with these things because I've used software that helps me hack it. And for instance, like the Wii remote, I have it. I can catch a word and it'll just repeat the word, and then I can shake it and speed it up, and glitch it out.
So excited to meet Haim. I have been championing this band for a very long time because they're fun and they're exciting and they're on the rise and they're three beautiful ladies, and I'm just going to try not to fanboy out as I tend to do sometimes. I'm going to keep my cool, and those Haim babes are going to leave thinking that I am one pretty okay customer. Shut up. That's the worst. How you going?
Billy.
You're feeling good. I mean, it's been said of you guys that you're probably the most excited band to be here. Is that a fair observation?
I think so. I think we are the most excited.
We are the most excited
band
in the world right now.
Yeah.
What excites you?
Australia. I think just Australia.
One word.
In general.
One word.
I don't know. I told the story last night when we played our show in Melbourne. When I was little, when I was like 3, and my mom wouldn't give me what I wanted. When I like really wanted an ice cream, and she'd be like, "Sorry, Esty, you haven't been a good girl. You can't have an ice cream." My reaction was, "Fine, Mom, I'm moving to Australia." Yeah. So from a very young age,
True story.
I knew that I would eventually get here.
Is it everything you hoped it would be? Been playing a couple of the shows. How's that been going for you guys?
It has blown our minds. It really has. We didn't expect so much love.
Yeah, I was at the Sydney show, and Danielle, you commented that you nearly cried like 5 times.
I did. I got super emotional.
Danielle's the emotional one. Danielle gets super emotional.
I just didn't expect everyone to be singing the lyrics back to us, especially to Falling.
Why do you think you garner that kind of reaction where people are so keen and into Haim? Can you answer that question with, put false modesty aside, own it? Why are we in love with you?
Oh no. Maybe because we wear dope sunglasses?
Yeah, maybe because we continually look like the three blind mice wherever we go.
Maybe that's why.
Yes, people are into it. They're into nursery rhymes, so they like that. Nothing feels real, to be honest. Everything surprises us.
We're in the best surprise party.
Yeah,
we never leave the surprise
We're in a
party.
perpetual surprise party. It's like Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
What's been the nicest surprise for you, Alana?
The nicest surprise?
In all of this crazy
Oh my
ride.
god. Just how many hugs I've been getting? Australians are huggers, and I'm down. I'm a hugger.
It's a hugathon.
It's been a hugathon since I've been here. And I feel awkward because I always go in for hugs, and then some people get really, like, confused that I want a hug, and Australians just get in there.
Yeah, they get in there.
They just hug me. It's awesome.
Will that almost be like the litmus test of when you've become like too big and you're all jaded, when you no longer want to hug sweaty people out?
I want to hug
always
everyone.
gonna want a hug.
I want to hug
love
everyone.
me some hugs.
I want to hug you.
I want to hug you right now.
You have a hug?
Can we?
Wait,
Wait,
have a hug.
Let's hug.
Let's have a hug.
Hug it out.
Yay! Yay! We're here.
I just got hugged. I've never been hugged in an interview like this.
Doesn't that feel good? That's what we do.
And you know, I did ask that question, why are people in love with Haim? And now I'm blushing, and I'm totally in love with you guys.
We love you.
Earlier that day, as is common for the V crew on a festival trip, Marty put me up for a dare.
You've got to do this proposal to Esty from, what is her name? Esty Haim. Esty from Haim. Well, her name is Esty Haim. You need to propose to her. Yeah, well, I brought a ring. This is the thing. He packed a ring. I'm either going to give it to Esty or Frank. Depends who comes for an interview.
That's not like you to be doing gags on us.
Well, I don't know if it's a gag, if it's true love, Carissa.
Yeah, it's true.
Esty, I did see that you wanted to get married at the Sydney Opera House.
I did, and I had no takers.
No one proposed to you?
No one.
I feel like I have to ask this question like this.
Oh my god.
Oh
my gosh. What's happening?
Oh no way!
Oh my gosh.
Esty Haim,
No!
will you marry me, my sweetheart?
Yes, I will marry you!
I have a Splendour bride!
Splendour bride!
Yay!
Take off my sunglasses. Wait, my fingers are too fast.
Everyone leave. We're going to the burn zone.
Put on Go Slow.
Our kids are going to be really, really hot.
I know.
Our kids are going to be really attractive.
I think you need to stand up.
Yeah, what are you guys gonna do now? You have to.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bring it in.
Oh, welcome to the family.
Oh my God.
I'm now Billy Haim.
Billy Haim.
Billy Haim.
Coming up, my nerve-wracking interview with TV on the radio.
You guys are a very important band to me, and I didn't want to fuck it up in front of you.
But while we're at the back working super hard not to fuck up interviews, Marty is out enjoying the sun with those wonderful people who make this festival so damn special.
What's your game plan, at a festival like this?
Gonna try and get as many gold coins as I can.
What's the weirdest piece of rubbish you've found at Splendour in the Grass?
Lots of condoms.
How do you get someone on your shoulders? Do you aim for that, or do you?
I think
Is this what happens?
Like you just need to.
We can't be seen together. We can't be seen together anymore. Listen, mate.
Yeah.
One of us is gonna have to change.
Why?
Well, because I'm the one rocking the Hawaiian
I'll
shirts.
swap you.
Well, that doesn't change anything. I see a lot of people get stuff thrown at the back of their heads when they're standing up on people's shoulders.
Yeah, that's good. You don't have to go to the bar sometimes. You can just like.
Backstage, Matt Corby had been causing a stir among women and men alike.
Have you heard of Matt Corby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he
Yeah.
ate from that very mandarin.
I think I heard someone yelling, "Have my babies," at the front of his
Oh, wow. Eyes for days. Bit of a dream.
You can't get lost in ours like you can get lost in Matt Corby's.
Will Carissa try to get ahead in her interview with Matt Corby by using her sexuality? It is certain.
This was his first TV interview since re-emerging out of the depths of post-Idol obscurity and stunning mass audiences with a much more mature sound.
Somebody call out to your brother.
Are you uncomfortable when people say you've made it?
Well, yeah, I guess once someone defines it for me, then I'll be a little more comfortable with answering that question.
You've got a new album?
I'm in the process of making something, and I'm working with some pretty close friends who we're all kind of in a similar place with our lives, and ready to make something hopefully that's pretty real and pretty honest, and it's pretty vulnerable.
How do you take your show to a broader audience such as Splendour in the Grass? How do you accommodate and make sure you're still connecting?
Yeah, see, that's a tough thing. I don't really know. Like, festivals are pretty hardcore, and you're pretty detached from the audience. Even the fact that there's a barrier between you and them, and then a stage, is like, that does something subconsciously to everyone involved in the exercise, whatever. So, but I generally just have fun with the guys I'm playing with, and just enjoy the fact that I'm making music with my friends to a bunch of people that are willing to embrace it.
As the sun went down on day one of Splendour, I spent hours pacing, stressing, and studying as we waited for the arrival of TV on the radio.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Julie. Thanks for coming. Yeah, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, kid.
You're only playing the one show in the country, so you're going to make it worth it. What are you bringing to that stage tonight?
Better not tell you now.
I have to wait and see.
Concentrate and ask again.
How about I phrase it in a different way? If I say that I've been in the crowd for many TV on the radio shows and I experience a whole heap of emotions, I have fun and it's frantic and you move at the same time and you walk away and you're buzzing, what do you guys experience on that stage and what do you take away when you leave the stage?
A lot of fear, generally a lot of fear. That's not true, I was trying to make a joke. No, you feed off the energy of the crowd, and so if people are having a good time, it generally translates to us having a good time.
What if people are having a really bad time?
Then it generally translates to us having a really bad time.
Do people often have bad times at TV on the radio gigs? I've read that you recorded some new stuff at Dave's studio, but it's not necessarily going to form an album. You're making songs as they come because I read that you need to make an album when that feels possible, and I want to know why it doesn't feel possible now.
It's always possible. You know, we could sit down and make a record tomorrow if we wanted to, but it just didn't seem like the whole music world industry, but it's just different. It's digested differently, and like, I just haven't really felt like, doing it.
The life I love is making music with my friends, to quote Willie Nelson. So I am not afraid to say that there was likely be another record, I just don't know where or when.
But by that same token though, if that's the life you love to live, of making music with your friends, is the reason you're not maybe pursuing it 100% and your heart's not in it is maybe because you guys aren't the best of friends in the studio and that it's not necessarily a fun thing?
It's got like a serrated dagger out here.
It's great that you're asking a real question, but I don't know if you're gonna get a real answer. There's been very few creative projects or creative partnerships that I've ever been engaged in. And I'm not speaking for myself, but I imagine it's the truth for everyone else in the band, that we're free of stress and conflict. Like, that's just dealing with other people that's always there, But by and large, like, there's harder places. It's harder to be friends on the dance floor than it is in the studio.
for your time.
Thanks.
And all the best. Have you on the radio.
Good interview.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Totally didn't blow it.
Oh, man, I'm such a fucking fan.
I'm going to be honest, I'm absolutely chuffed, and it's only day one. We've still got 2 massive days to come at Splendour in the Grass 2013. After the break, it's Splendour Day 2, and we've got plenty more of the biggest acts on the lineup stopping by.